the heck? Yes, one. Wow. Up until Hippus having a meetup in do Houston, please. What if Skip's West is fourth largest? The lateral. Los Angeles. Houston. That's one of the whole area, including city, is a pretty dense. Point is like at the one. there's the F King. Damn, where's the happy Pippa? It's literally snowing. Whatever, I would.
がカップに入れてから中継です。こちらまるで足湯のように見える透明の箱、実は中身はアイスコーヒーなんです。ご覧の通りテーブルの上に座ったモデルさんが足をつけていて、その
Some girl's feet in the. Oh my god. Again, everybody was saying. Best to buy. Listen. People have to do now to first the box is absolutely like a little bit better. I failed it again. All right, focus, 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 focus. What the fuck? Do I have to keep on holding it even if it's loading after I did that? I'm still holding the mouse button. Come on. What the fuck? Alright. Try this again. He's only one. Okay, now it just works. I use United. Man, there's no margin to the left side of it. That's just how, like, ugly it is. What the hell? That makes it yeah, they got no margin to the left side of their page. What the hell? Early morning flight. Reload. Earliest takeoff. Took a Friday off. Maybe they don't even start things till 1 on Friday or noon. Earliest takeoff, and then it gives me, alright, so this is cheapest. Basic economy versus, what's fucking basic economy versus economy anymore? Keep on missing what these about. Non-stop IH to San Francisco gives me at 7:22 a.m. 6:05, roughly the same price. Gets me in at 8:10. What the fuck? No, that's 6:05 p.m. So okay, I ordered it by earliest takeoff. Why the fuck is it still? It's not ordering things. God damn it. 10:15 a.m., 12:15 p.m. 7:20 a.m., 9:25 a.m. 4 hours. They're all $274 right now. I have like membership in this, so with United, got access to extra discounts, so this will probably be a little bit cheaper. But it's at $274 right now. Cheaper to go earlier in the week, but I need not taking. Now let's swap it out. Because they'll probably stop everything about 4 o'clock. I don't know if there's gonna. Well, then again, there might be some late Sunday after party. 7:35. If I'm operating that close to the airport, hell is, then potentially I could 10:09 get in at 12:15 a.m. to start late, go up to work at 9. Not like I usually. What, sleep more than 6 hours a night. So probably a 40-minute drive from IAH back to where I. It's giving away more where I am. Oh, basic economy doesn't include basic economy. Seat selection for a fee. Seat check bag for a fee. Changes for a fee. Wi-Fi for a fee. Check bag for a fee. Wi-Fi for a fee. Seat selection included. Carry-on bag included. I'm thinking I don't even bother showing up in any sort of cosplay for, aside for what I can do myself, but that's based off my model is based off clothing that I have. So. Alright, that was still, well, no, this is on Sunday. So potentially I could like stick around till 10:09 p.m. About on Monday morning. Price drops. I could potentially work on the plane. I have to bring my laptop with me so I'm not burning. That's 4 hours. That's 4 hours. Well, then again, is it smart to be working on the sensitive, like, not like government confidential, but like company confidential material in a crowded plane like that where people can see what the fuck I'm doing? It's gonna be crowded as hell, so I just count those 4 hours a loss. I said early morning. Why are you giving me 6:05 p.m.? Are there no planes out of oh no, wait, reverse. Monday morning, one way, non-stop. All right. No. What I need to do is search. God damn it. Website is so shitty. search. This is a photo IH on Monday, January. My internet sucks. Still streaming, so JetBlue, which actually is part. Oh, but they're fucking way more expensive. Non-stop. Early morning. 5 a.m. and 10:55 a.m. 12:45. 6:34 a.m. I'm not gonna have any sleep to go to work at that. 5 a.m. Show up at 10. Work for like 4 hours on that day. I have a lot of vacation. I probably should just, you know, take Monday and Friday off. Maybe during off guy, I'll like pinch it a little. Fly in Friday morning. Call it off. Alright, I need to stop worrying. Sakura needs to fucking release the fucking tickets for this event. I can have some like idea actual time this. My general theory of Canada is that this country, unless you fit into one of these three circles, ideally more than one, people will call you horrible and unpatriotic. The American left wing. The general theory of Canada is that in this country, unless you fit into one of these three circles, ideally more than one, people will call you horrible and unpatriotic. Anti-American, left-wing, weird Anglophile. How do you be a weird Anglophile? National Will was the first serialized in 2011 and became pretty famous. It's known as the Mount Everest of Chinese military fiction. That is this from? As Chinese soft power grows, more Chinese cultural products are going to start circulating outside the Sinosphere. A lot of stuff that reflects what Chinese people believe nowadays, especially politically engaged groups like nationalists, locked behind a linguistic barrier. The premise is simple. War breaks out between India and Pakistan. China gets dragged in, and the whole thing cascades into a full-scale Sino-Indian conflict. Very nationalist and a wank fest, but it's also extremely technical, nerdy, and highly accurate on military affairs. Okay, so not anti-American. Oh, I should change my tags. World. Or X. Civilization, like. Nah, that's probably too. Yes, am I grifting off the civilization tag? Do I give a shit? No. Rome. Who even are you? Whose flag is that? That's that the Iraqi flag? Yeah, that is the Iraqi flag. Called it. He's got a UN flag. Cringe. I tried to stay faithful to that terseness. Some might find the translation overly direct, but I want to keep it as close to the original text as possible so that... Wow, interesting. Fully human written. Probably bots trying to follow. Bam. the fuck is this? In Russia's Lipetsk region, revelers have burned a giant Labubu doll as the climax of the Maslenitsa holiday festivities. Each year they burn pop culture figures that supposedly embody evil. Past victims include Voldemort, Venom, Freddy Krueger, and Huggy Wuggy. Who the fuck is Huggy Wuggy? Oh, alright then. More power to him. Oh god, John Doyle joins the show to remind Jolly Good Ginger that the U.S. Constitution is written for Americans. What you know that is written for ourselves and our posterity, which is to say Americans and their direct descendants, not foreigners and illegal aliens.
For the gentleman in the redneck costume, I saw that you made a claim that was to the effect of...
What even the hell even this show that they're on? Daily Wire is promoting John Doyle even though he's with the Blaze. The Blaze and ASMR reading. Oh, I didn't know she'd do. Let's check in on Japan since now like things are moving. Actually have a functional government. With their new season of Oshinoko has been insane, not gonna lie. Oh, it's about Japanese politics. No idea who this is. 0 seats. Was that Reiwa or the SDP? Oh, Sunseto. Who are these guys? Team Mirai? Tamaki from the DPP. Why are they in this weird room? And the LDP absolutely rocking it. 316. All right. I'm going to get copyright struck for this music in the background. I have Discord, by the way. Yeah. Oh. He hasn't posted much since yesterday's. Okay, so that's Ish. Why is Ishin separated from the rest of the party? But damn, that is a sweeping amount of seats. Holy crap. Takaichi formally appointed as 105th Prime Minister by Japan Emperor Naruhito. I'm not following either, especially not them, and I don't need libs to talk. And LDP now has support rate at 43%. Ishin is down 1 point nationally. All right. Approval rate of 73%. This is what you can have when you have a homogenous country like Japan, where, you know, when everyone's more or less the same, you can get these, like, you know, you can get a majority, you can get clear coherence and not division. Japan is preparing to loosen its defense export rules. A draft proposal submitted to the LDP will permit the export of finished defense products, including weapons and with lethal capabilities. Exports would be restricted to countries that have formal agreements with Japan. All right, then I will buy one of their assault rifles. Then looks pretty rad. Although, you know, it looks like every other piece of modern slot. U.S. deploys massive military forces. Trump sets Iran nuclear deadline. I got distracted. Hold on, let me go. Otto Nishimura hasn't put anything out. Ishin leader Yoshimura Hirofumi said Thursday that the base idea for reducing number of lower house seats would be cutting PR seats by 10%. He said 25 single-member districts, 20 PR reduction proposal was only put forth after compromise with Komeito and CDP pre-election. I'm not exactly following here. I know they're like dead set on cutting seats, which I don't know why they're so like set on that. It's not gonna bust. It's not gonna help the budget at all. Marginally, only so. So, all right. All right. Centrist Reform Alliance lawmaker and ex-CDP leader Izumi Kenta said on an internet show on Thursday that he could not understand ex-CRA leaders Noda's blog post saying that I don't feel like we lost the election in a fair fight. And what is he like saying that this past election was not a fair fight? So therefore, Noda wrote, I don't feel we lost a fair fight against the LDP. The entire election campaign was dominated by an image narrative like fanciful Prime Minister Takaichi Sane, driven solely by expectations. Sumi said on the program, that's just sour grapes, isn't it? Honestly, I'm thinking, what were you even saying? What are you talking about? This, if you don't feel like you lost fair and square, then your senses are dulled. Yeah, I guess he's complaining like the game has now become, elections has now been like, you know, wrapped up in personalities, and well, I guess Mr. Noda doesn't really have a personality. He added, he told Noda aides to not measure voter sentiment by handing out flyers, telling them he should face the voters online and read their comments. Meanwhile, on X, Foreign Minister Okada Katsuya's claims that disinformation criticism resulted in defeat, Izumi said, it's no good to dismiss it as mere rumor, as if rumors are running rampant. That's not the case. He's saying that, all right, you know, I'm spending too much brain power on this shit. Centrist Reform Alliance policy chief Okamoto Mitsunari said Friday that his party agrees with refundable tax credit, but not the national conference, questioning whether it's appropriate process to discuss the foundation of Social Security among only those who agree. This is getting more weeds that I don't know. All right, the big thing. People were saying that the pizza tracker thing spiked. All right. U.S. surged dozens of fighter jets like F-35s and F-22s to bases in the UK, Greece, and the Middle East, plus over 100 refueling tankers, double last summer's count. Alongside carriers, U.S. Abraham Lincoln and USS Gerald R. Ford. This largest deployment since 2003 Iraq invasion aims to pressure Iran into curbing its nuclear program and amid stalled Geneva talks, where the U.S. demands zero enrichment, but Iran insists on continuing low-level work. Trump considers limited strikes if needed, while the House cites Iran's proxy threat. No action has occurred as of February 22nd, with oil prices rising and lawmakers watching war power. Going to put up another resolution, and then what? All the Republicans are going to vote in favor. Rand Paul is going to vote against. I don't know. Are there enough wet Republicans that would vote on a resolution, I don't know, calling for the restraint of U.S. military forces in the Middle East towards Iran, or whatever, something along that line. I don't know what the right wording is. I need to make some, like, soothe my throat. CIA whistleblower John Kirikow says a White House source told him that President Trump has decided to engage Iran on Monday or Tuesday. Well, that'll roil markets.
His friends, and he said, I have a friend, former CIA officer, who was at the White House this morning talking to his friends, and he says that a decision has been made to attack Iran on Monday or Tuesday. The president yesterday gave the Iranians 10 days to accept our proposals for an end to their ballistic missile program, an end to their uranium enrichment program, an end to supporting groups in the Middle East like Hamas and Hezbollah and the Houthis. But he's done this before. Well, he'll give you 10 days, he'll give you 2 weeks, and then he'll just attack 2 days into it. He thinks that keeps people off balance. And so he said that there are battle lines, that the anti-war forces are J.D. Vance and Tulsi Gabbard. He said that That's it. He said the pro-war people are led by Marco Rubio and include Pete Hegseth and now the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And I stopped him on that point this morning, and I said, wait a minute. I said, during the Iraq War, at the start of the Iraq War, The most stridently anti-war component was the Joint Chiefs of Staff. They were always the last ones that wanted to attack because they know what war is. And he said, but you forget, Trump has replaced all of the Joint Chiefs this year, in the past 12 months, which I had forgotten. Any of these four-star generals who, had worked their way up through the ranks, but had served under Biden, he fired all of them. All of them.
Well, can you trust those guys to run the military the way you want them to? And I mean, like, any of the guys underneath them, like, are they that much different from the guys that they just replaced, other than they're not tainted by being part of the Biden administration? We've only had... There's a sort of narrative that has been said that ever since, like, since the Clinton administration, that there's been heavy political bias in the selection of flag officers, so the people who become the Joint Chiefs of Staff, that those people get politically filtered out. Like, nobody who is known to be a known conservative does not go progress past 06. And you've had even admirals come out to be Democratic primary candidates last time around. So it's not beyond to think that the guys that Trump has replaced these guys, the chiefs of staff who are under Biden with, are absolute Trump loyalists. Like, I wouldn't believe that unless they had been appointed under Trump and then in the last 8 years had ascended rapidly up to levels where they could then become Joint Chiefs of Staff now. So I don't trust that these Joint Chiefs of Staff, I don't buy that claim that the current Joint Chiefs of Staff are all Trump toadies, other than maybe they're just afraid that if they provide dissenting voices, Trump, that they might lose their job. And again, this is all different from the Iraq War because we were going to do a full-on land invasion. Now we're just talking about strikes to try and pressure the Iranian regime, but to a certain extent, there's a concern that this could spiral out on the problems in the Middle East where Iran will do some sort of controlled chaos. I just checked the meetup that Pip holding, and it's just like a small crowd on a corner somewhere. I don't know what's going on. Back to this. So, I don't trust that the guy that, I don't buy that all the current Joint Chiefs of Staff are absolute fucking, Trump toadies at this point. There's still probably of that cadre that has been, like, politically filtered since, like, the 90s. I don't know. What was it? Gorilla, who's been was CENTCOM command from through Biden's administration and shortly into Trump's administration. Apparently, he was all for Operation Midnight Hammer. So it's not like you don't have somebody who's been like been under Biden, and if anything, he was unleashed by Trump. So I don't buy that the Joint Chiefs are completely biased at this point. Daily Iran news. Breaking U.S. will be ready to strike Iran within 24 hours. Source Con News. This was 1 hour ago. Endless weapons and equipment are now being sent to the Middle East. At least 9 C-17 transport en route. Oh boy, so we're really stacking it. Archive Deputy Secretary of Defense. No tweets. Who even is this account? Why exactly are we going to war with Iran to try and get the deal out of them? Like, even if we had a Democratic president with Kamala Harris, I don't know, maybe Bibi might be a little bit more, like, reined in about this, because maybe she might be far more willing to like totally torch the Israeli, U.S.-Israeli relationship if they unilaterally attacked Iran. Hey Americans, why exactly are you going to war with Iran? Need a serious explanation. We want to gimp your, or completely eliminate your nuclear enrichment program. Because we don't want you to get a bomb. That has been the talking point. Don't want you to have a bomb. The nuclear bomb. Breaking, Israel has detected massive movements of Hezbollah's rocket arsenal, which is preparing to participate in a regional war. No link, no source. Can you corroborate this for me, Grok? Times of Israel. Hezbollah's arsenal estimated. Oh. This. Several accounts and sources are reporting similar claims about Israeli detection of unusual Hezbollah rocket movement. Mario Nafal, OSINT Warfare, Lebanon John, the Savior. This tracks with Israeli outlets, e.g. Khan News reports of unusual movements raising concerns for security establishment. So if this blows up, I don't know, like a lot of like U.S. allies in the area have been like saying, no, you can't use our territory as a place to attacks from. Like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, Kuwait. I think Jordan's the only one who's willing to help us at this point. Meanwhile, they've evacuated stuff out of Qatar. So, I think they're trying to like distance themselves because they're afraid that if the U.S. goes in as hard as they do now, Iran may look at them and say, you know what, you're close enough, I'll hit you to avoid, cause some chaos to hurt everyone. Particularly possibly like, you know, hitting their oil infrastructure, export, processing, extraction, transportation, whatever, to cause as much global chaos as possible by roiling oil market. So far, I haven't heard Trump saying anything about, oh, we'll attack Iran's oil. Because that would fuck with China, since, like, I think the plurality of oil that China imports comes from Iran. Former CIA employee John Kirikow claims President Trump has decided to strike Iran as early as Monday. Alright, we've already said that. Mario Nofal reporting the same. Trump cancels winter trip to 26 Winter Olympics. That's when you know something's going bad. Is if he's not going to show up for that. George Bush was, I remember, he was in Beijing and up in the rafters 2008 ceremony. I remember distinctly the camera cutting to him with his jacket off, sort of slouching in. This is like this is at the same time that Russia was it did its like little excursion to Georgia for South Ossetia or Abkhazia or whatever. Why is Greg Abbott Trent? Why is my current governor? Greg Abbott hate accounts. A life ain't a life till you live it now. Oh. Right after it was revealed that 50 mosques have opened in the Dallas Fort within the last 24 months, a woman uncovered that Texas Governor Greg Abbott's largest donor is a Muslim Pakistani for 2 days ago. I follow this girl on Instagram, so she is very much like pushing the anti-Abbott campaign out here. So yeah, what is it with Dallas like getting totally colonized by South Asians? The spread has just been like I don't know, it just like seems like it's coming out of nowhere, but it's not like you can stop in the West legally stop mosques from going up. Much as some people would like to, but you know, it is disconcerting. Okay, so it's just her. 1836 to 2030. It's still probably a small amount. There's probably still way more Hispanics in Dallas than there are Muslims or South Asians in general. But in that sort of like Dem-friendly environment, you know, how long until like Hispanics and Muslims and Pakistanis and Hindus are at each other's throats in the streets of Dallas? It wasn't like this like 10 years ago. It's just probably like enough teeth has been laid, enough established communities have been laid that now when immigrants show up, they can just show up and then get set in really easily. So probably even going back like 2 decades ago, Dallas, Fort Worth area was probably had a trickle of a couple Indians and Pakistanis and Bangladeshis there. We're setting the plant for now what we're seeing come into fulfillment now, with mosques popping up everywhere. Why is it Dallas Fort Worth? Why did this area hit it more than anything else? It's something to ask Rock, but so did I vote for Greg Abbott in the Republican primary? No, I didn't. Did I vote for Chambers? I forget at this point. It's kind of like so outside of my head. And I'm pretty sure I voted for Cornyn because I'm legitimately scared that Ken Paxton's corruption issues might like make him lose against James Tallarico. See what happens. Here's a different question. Let me ask Rock. What? Hold them. Traffic. Access. Probably largely Hispanic and black. I know in South Carolina, it's like 70% black, which is why if current polling shows that blacks and Hispanics in South Carolina, it's mainly about blacks. If they are all in on Harris, she could sweep. If they start in South Carolina, they are going to fucking sweep. She is going to sweep, and then she could very well end up with a nomination. Are majority or plurality white with significant black and Hispanic Latino shares with higher than overall Texas electorate or general election vote? So if you just assume that like a super majority of white people are going to vote for Tallarico and a super majority of the black people, or maybe even like 90% are going to vote for Crockett, then maybe it's up for the Hispanic and Latinos to be the tiebreaker here. Has no party registration, so primary voters self-select by choosing a Democratic ballot. Racial breakdowns come from pre-election surveys of likely Democratic primary voters. U.S. hobby school. White, 44%, Hispanic, Latino, black. That's probably not enough to make Tallarico win outright. Yeah. Overrepresented compared to their population level of overall Texas. So slightly above their general election share. Interesting. Whites are the largest voter group. They have to wonder if whites are gonna like, pick Tallarico. University of Texas Politics Poll Analysis 22 poll found 58% white Democratic primary voters higher in the broader Democratic partisan base. This reflects higher relative turnout among white Democrats and lower salience elections. I don't know. Is this primary low salience at this point? I feel like everything's become more salient at this point. Democratic primaries in Texas are more white than the party's general election coalition or overall Democratic identifier. Interesting. All right. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, this guy. I remember this guy when he wanted to run against oh yeah, this is from an ad.
Nothing. We asked nothing from
this is from his video because he's like Vietnamese he's descendant of Vietnamese refugees. He came like in 06 in the SEALs, so Mr. Badass. He also married a white woman. I don't know if you want to count that against him or not. And that could show that like he has assimilated because he's married into the majority demographic. What is he saying?
And I always tell people, don't come to this country and ask for the American dream if you're not willing to obey the American laws and embrace the American culture. And together, we will make this America great again. Thank you so much.
That's his one statement. That's it. All right, so immigrants saying, hey, don't hate this country and then not follow its laws and then come here. But then again, I saw Arctotheorem posting something that is that mostly people who come to this country generally dislike America, but will come there in the first half second if they could because they know the standard of living is better. And that's the only reason they would come. So, right, Nick Tran identified Islamic extremists in 3 different countries to allow them to destroy ours from within. We will win this fight, and when I get to Congress, this BS ends. I'm Nick Tran, running for Congress, Texas 08. Early voting in now. Isn't that Crenshaw's district? Hold on. Is Texas 08. I think that's Crenshaw's district. No, that's not. Oh no, I'm pretty sure Crenshaw's district runs along this way. Morgan Luttrell. Democrat. Not until, yeah, the 70s. No, the 80s. Kevin Brady and Morgan Luttrell. Safe Republican district. What about the primaries? So Nick ran. Actually, I'm gonna look up something else. See somebody I saw who's on a separate website. Yeah, okay. A conservative group that I know whose name I'll hold back for now is recommending him over Luttrell. So nobody cares about my rep. Not saying who it is. Probably, well, the 48-minute ISW. What do you have to say? Something from 50 minutes ago from Ukraine. Yeah, they're reporting about the Flamingo thing. Russia's trying to block Telegram. Ukraine forces continue their mid to long-range strike campaign against Russian military assets in occupied Ukraine on the night of February 20th to 21st. Russia has been using Belarusian infrastructure to support Russian drone operations against Ukraine and incursions into NATO airspace. What happens if Ukraine starts striking into Belarus? Does Russia warn that we're going to open up a second front into Ukraine from Belarus? Stretch them even harder. All right, they've liberated a territory. Do you have anything to say about Iran? Hezbollah may decide to participate in a future conflict between Iran and the United States or Israel if Hezbollah perceives that the U.S. or Israeli war aims to topple the Iranian regime. ISW critical threats have identified multiple courses of action. Hezbollah has taken advantage. Hezbollah launches a few projectiles towards open areas of northern Israel in a symbolic attack. Hezbollah, okay, so that would be like the absolutely symbolic attack. I'm trying to think of a more like dismissive term of form. Hezbollah fires rockets, mortars, or other projectiles targeting an Israeli position in Lebanon. Hezbollah fires... Okay, let me read that again. I read that without thinking. Hezbollah fires rockets, mortars, and other projectiles targeting an Israeli position in Lebanon. Israeli position in Lebanon. An Israeli position in Lebanon. Just one. Hezbollah fires munitions targeting IDF positions in Israel. In the most dangerous course of action, Hezbollah launches missiles and drone attacks on civilian areas across Israel in several large salvo. Alright. I mean, most dangerous case. Hezbollah has previously conducted such attacks, including in October 24 drone attack targeting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's house. Missile drone attack on Israeli civilian areas could trigger a major Israeli response that would imperil both Hezbollah's reconstitution and support for the group from its Shia base in southern Lebanon. This option risks triggering major Israeli aerial operations in southern Lebanon at a minimum, but the IDF has conducted offensive exercises to reverse its response to major Hezbollah operations. Okay, I don't know how that's going to spiral. We're talking about... Nobody cares about Ukraine right now, so if Russia needs to move fast... I don't know, I don't think you can move fast at this point. Alright, last little bits of news. Rokestan's ERN is a new 35-kilogram turbojet-powered AI-guided loitering munition with a 100-kilometer range designed to hit air, ground, and targets. It can be launched from land to sea or air platforms, is entering its mass production in 2026. What is this, Turkish? I'm guessing so. Students' protests broke out today at major universities in Tehran and Mashhad, with demonstrators chanting anti-regime slogans such as "Death to Khamenei" and "Freedom." Some openly urged the U.S. to strike, saying they would finish the job. Oh, that's bold of you. I mean, potentially, if you can do a decapitation strike against, like, the RGC leadership and their command control infrastructure, perhaps all the protesters could then come out of the weeds and, like, overwhelm this city here. Armenia's Davros Defense Systems unveiled a Dragonfly 3 loitering munition, a 42-kilogram, 120-kilometer range drone resembling Israel's Harov. Israeli media recently speculated about possible Indian tech links, but Davros strongly denies any foreign assistance, calling it fully indigenous. Coin flip either way in my mind. But whatever. I guess Armenia's got drones now because they got their shit pushed in by Azerbaijan with all their Turkish drones. All right, Pakistani fighter jets reportedly carried out airstrikes in Barmal district, Pakita province, Afghanistan. Wow. I only guess that's right on the fucking border, isn't it? Yeah, it's a border district. Similar strikes occurred in 2024 and 2025, often following TTP attacks inside Pakistan. Taliban in Pakistan, is that what it is? Was the United States Army briefly released new photos of its Dark Eagle long-range hypersonic weapon, then deleted them without explanation. Dark Eagle is a mobile Mach 5 hypersonic boost glide missile system designed to hit heavily defended targets at long range. First operational battery is estimated to cost about $2.7 billion. Really? That much for hypersonics? UAE Cybersecurity Council said it foiled multiple organized terrorist cyber attacks targeting UAE's critical digital infrastructure. The attacks reportedly involved ransomware, phishing, and AI-enhanced tools, but no breaches or disruption occurred. Who's going after them? Oh, Pete Hegseth bench pressing 315 pounds. He's barely arching his back. Oh yeah, I had a tweet for this. Hold up. Where is it? Where was it? He tweeted this, a nice response to this. Some people were criticizing it that this was stupid waste go. Goddamn. Oh yeah, here it is. The fact that millions of Americans think that this makes a good Secretary of Defense makes me despondent for society. DOD is about maintaining bureaucracy and protocol. It's not about aura farm. Everything is about aura farm. This looks AI generated as hell. What the f? It looks really good, but it looks AI generated. Stop making these flagrant displays of physical strength and esprit de corps. Winning wars is about spreadsheets and bureaucratic protocols. There's a balance, and if anything, we can have both, okay? We can have, you know, physical strength and emphasizing that amongst our soldiery, while also making sure that the pencil pushers can keep. Okay, it's not an either or, and if anything, we've been lacking. Let's go. And his arm is like maybe like 15% thicker than him. Okay, maybe he's got 40% I'm talking about his arms, but if you put me next to him, you probably think we have the same like body weight. So the fact that he can bench more than me and probably is my body weight. Oh, there's a Tory gate in the background. Interesting. Makes me feel, insecure about it. Whatever. Polish Foreign Minister and Minister Sikorsky, Germany and France together are now too small to govern Europe together. They do not even have blocking minority. Poland is not only the largest of the 10 countries that joined the EU in 2004. Our economy has now become among the 20 largest in the world. As our great compatriot John Paul II once said, Europe must breathe with two lungs, one Western and one Eastern. Poland wants to represent interests of our part of Europe. Politics could probably get on board. Maybe not with but not maybe with your shit livery. Let's see here. Poland today has more tanks than Germany, France, and the United Kingdom combined, and this advantage will grow in the coming years. They will be the brunt against the Russian onslaught. German AfD leader Weidel. German companies are no longer competitive because costs are too high, bureaucracy is excessive, energy prices in Germany are the highest in the world, and yet they simply continue on this path because of Angela Merkel's disastrous energy transition. They must keep going with this green policy. Yes. Agreed, 100%. The CDU is a party that likes to copy from the AfD program, promises the opposite of what it ultimately implements, and then exactly the reverse. And the sin last year in October was that the CSU in Bavaria blew up the Isar-2 nuclear power plant in Ochu near Essenbach, while at the same time having the audacity to talk about returning to nuclear energy. Okay. From morning until night, they do nothing but lie, and we, ladies and gentlemen, will put an end to that because we make a policy for it. All right, so just campaigning on energy policy alone. So they're not just a one-ticket show on immigration. Germany leader Weidel, Germany must return to affordable and secure energy. That includes returning to nuclear power. We must buy oil and gas where it's cheapest, and that is in Russia. Agreed. Scrap the CO2 tax, get rid of it. Yep. Peace in Europe is only possible with Russia, not without it. We have always stood for peace negotiations between Ukraine and Russia and the senseless dying in Ukraine. Why did the Western states, led by particularly by Great Britain, prevent the Istanbul Agreement in 2022? That would have been a better peace settlement for Zelensky than what is being discussed today. Anyone? Well, the thing, as far as I understand, the Istanbul Agreement would have ceded all the provinces that Russia is asking for now. Which it was looking certainly like they were going to take, but now there's like this like attritional war in the Donbass. Ukraine doesn't want to give up what it still is clinging on to. If they were to call a ceasefire right now at the current lines, then Russia would be getting less than what they were offering in 2022, what they would have gotten in the Istanbul Agreement. But they need more internally. Unless you have the idea that Russia is looking to go a lot further and all this like negotiating is just to buy time. Boris Johnson says that UK and allies should deploy non-combat troops to Ukraine immediately to flip a switch in Putin's thinking. If we have boots on the ground after the war, then why not do it now? Because Russia might flip out and say, all right, that's it. You're all involved. Now I'm waging war against you. I don't think that he feels that they're strong enough to actually do that, but
wouldn't be there in a war-fighting capacity, right?
To be clear, you're saying that right now that UK military forces and from other European countries should go to Ukraine, to safe parts of Ukraine, to make a statement, to flip that switch, as you've said, in Vladimir Putin's head, showing intent.
Yes, I think we're willing to do it in the context of a ceasefire, which of course puts all the initiative, all the power in Putin's hands. Why not do it now? There's no logical reason that I can see why we should.
Well, if they're not non-combat troops not doing anything, so it should be just a symbolic maneuver. If they're not going to help out, like, we need to like start sending volunteer military units to Ukraine to fight under the flag of Ukraine, but they're fully trained British units with logistics running from us through Ukraine, which probably would not be the biggest jump from what's happened on right now. It's 3 minutes. I'm just kidding. Boris Johnson said Russia's invasion of Ukraine could have been prevented if the West had acted more firmly years earlier. He called the failure to respond to Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea tragic, saying the failure to do anything in Crimea was tragic. What was there to do? Like, what? Start sanctioning Russian oil immediately at that point, like we have at this point? I don't know. In 2014, how bad were oil? I don't know how much it had done, but Merkel would have like thrown a wrench in that because no, we need Nord Stream. I need to set up Germany for failure. Ghost and Defender put anything out? Last few minutes. What the fuck? We're sending a hospital ship to Greenland? Who's currently serving as the White House special envoy to Greenland. The post contained a picture of the USNS Mercy TAH-19. Only problem is both the U.S. Navy's hospital ships, UNS Mercy and her sister ship USS Comfort, are undergoing repairs at Alabama Shipyard in Mobile. Rang out. According to a 23-year-old police officer has been killed and more than a dozen people are injured. Reports indicate that officers were called to a location and an explosion occurred shortly after the arrival, with the second explosion occurring after additional officers arrived. Russian saboteurs? Or, I don't know, general senseless violence. Yes, 10 C-17s took off, so nothing much new. Where are these guys? They're in... based out of Virginia, seen February 21st on tarmac at RAF Lakeney, Suffolk, England. They're gonna fly out of there. They'd have to like get refueled to get all the way. Can they fly on afterburners? Like, what's the fastest and most efficient way to? How fast can F2 get from Lakeney to Ron? Can not fly nonstop Lakeney to Iran on internal fuel alone for a combustion combat mission, but with air refueling it can cover the distance quickly. But the main concern at that point is not can you, with refueling, can you get there? Is like, how long is the pilot in the air? Like, do they have to, like, you know, spend them like 6 hours getting there for an hour worth of combat? Then they have to like go and land in Jordan to avoid like crashing out from 8 hours of non-continuous flying. It's just the pilot in there. B-52s can have crews that can rotate through have multiple pilots to rotate through, but the fighter aircraft, it's one guy. To avoid airspace restrictions, top speed Mach 2, super cruise, sustained supersonic flight without afterburners at Mach 1.5. A key advantage for speed and fuel efficiency. Very range, 2 external tanks, no combat load. Combat radius, clean internal fuel, subsonic around nautical minutes. Jet routinely uses aero refueling for global deployment. Realistic estimate. Non-stop theoretical flight time. Roughly 3.5 hours pure airborne time for 2,600 nautical miles. Ground speed of 1,000 nautical miles. With afterburners, max burst 2.33 hours. Real world transit time. In practice, F-18s on long deployments take 8 to 15 hours total lapse time due to multiple aerial refueling, staging stops, routing airspace coordination. An F-22 can reach around airspace in 4 to 6 hours airborne time after takeoff, assuming optimal refueling and routing. This aligns with the jet's design for rapid global response. F-22 is one of the fast fires. All right. So if they did 3.5 hours pure airborne time, with 1 refueling in between, so they could get there in 4 hours, and then, I don't know, make it all the way to Chania in Greece to, like, crash and sleep. And maybe they have another F-22 pilot there ready to move it back to staging in... That would be interesting if you're like having the planes hop from, you know, fly at supersonic to Chania, and then you get a freshly rested from Lake Neath to Chania, Crete, hop in another pilot, and then send them to Iran there, and then hop them back. Then why don't you just operate everything out of Crete? Has Greece said that they would not allow themselves to be targeted? Imagine some... Alright, here's the thing. Good onion ballistic missiles reach Chania. Yeah, several of Iran's current near operational ballistic missiles have sufficient range to reach Chania and Greece on the island of Crete, depending on the launch location within Iran. Great line, great circle distance from central western Iran to Chania is approximately 1,300 to 1,500 miles. Missile launch from western Iran could cover the shorter effective path. Key Iranian missile capable reach Sejil, so 2,000 kilometer. Horman Shur, medium range ballistic missile, 2,000 kilometers. Got her. Could reach it. From confirmed Greece, just within the 2,000 kilometer envelope of Iran's medium range ballistic missiles. Practical factors: actual reach depends on launch site, Western Iran, shortens distance, payload, heavier warheads, reduced range, trajectory, avoiding overflight issues, and accuracy. Iran's MRBs have improved but vary in CE. Don't know what that means. Crete hosts NATO facilities, e.g. Suda Bay Naval Base near Chania, which have been noted in U.S. allied repositioning discussions amid Iran tensions. No confirmed threats to Crete specifically in current open sources, and Iran's focus remains regional. Post-2025 war context, Iran's arsenal has depleted, reduced by Israeli-U.S. airstrikes. Technically, yes. So, is Greece saying, no, you can't use us to launch an attack? Because I know Starmer has come out and said, no, you can't use U.S. UK bases, including Diego Garcia. So, it's tense. We'll see what happens on Monday or Tuesday, or maybe, you know, that's a feint and it's all going to happen tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe Iran will cave on negotiations. Yapped enough, so I'm going to get the game up and running. Old world, here we come. Right accounts. Get out, I'm live. Arthego Delenda asks. Gotta keep it on brass. On Brave 2 is off. Full screen application. So hopefully. Oh. A bit. And compliment myself. I'm actually gonna put on a cup of tea. Gonna do with the honey chamomile stuff. Please excuse me. This runs up. Oh, now it catches it like that. Oh. I got an extra audio jack extender. And I'm here. I didn't change tag in Twitch for whatever reason. Nobody else is streaming. Tags itself is simulation. Wonders and Dynasties, Behind the Throne, Old World Wrath of the Gods, Pharaohs of the Nile, Sacred and Profane, Heroes of the Aegean. Gives more flavor to Greece, I guess, instead of, just having it Macedonians. Alright, Rome, term 26, let's go. Saw some tweets saying that in 2 weeks, Ukraine counterattacked and undid like 4 months of Russian progress. That's pretty effective gain. Why do I feel like this color was not what it was before, back when I started? Or why has everything got a reddish purplish hue? Another clan, there's the Fabians. Alright, set up the city. Now, Egyptians are moving in on this turn. Yeah, the Greeks are parking there and taking that city, and then they got... I need to move down and clear out this. Just have plain warriors, nothing special. Versus... Probably need some chariots to dominate this flat land. What I have to do. Just Idle City. What do you want? What do I want from you? Workers. Council. I have room for a governor. Candidates with jobs, electrician. He's of the Fabius family. Oh, he'll give +1 fortification. Alright, but you got +1. Whatever. Choose him. What's his trait? Judge. Gotta scout. See if I can get him out in time to go check out these. See what's going on with the golf. If anything, like this tournament should be prep. If anything, pushing out a rule. Move up. and take out that turret. I should probably actually send a war down there. Make sure that nobody comes in and sneaks and takes this. Probably see it. And who else would do it? The Greeks? Be the Carthaginians, if anything, trying to bum rush to get any other city sites. They really need to, like, I don't know what else is going on out here, but I probably should, like, send a circle squad around here and boat around this way. What's going on? Where even is it? Got plenty of order. Not abdicate throne, can't rally. Already active on a mission. Why doesn't he like me? Estranged from King Romulus. Sure, please do that. Duke Numerius has gotten from a fat at a general. Tactician. Make the king the governor. Do a bunch of things. I did not have enough training time. You are a weird special case that can't. Oh, so they got somebody guarding up over. Nice. Armor developed. Character. Oh, my son. Birth to religion. Mission already active. Shit. Chapter 7 religious Prince Faustus. Alright, moving on. Enter. Something else. News arrived from Greece that King Philip the Strong of Greece is dead. New king Perseus, new of Greece, has taken the throne. Oh, so not Alexander? Interesting. Governor Pompea, the herbalist, governor of Ravenna, has died in office. Oh, we lost the governor. We were sexually exerted influence on Queen Consort Plautia. Queen Consort Plautia becomes. Duke Remus has reflected on his recent experiences or many important lessons he's now gained plus wisdom. Severely ill, coughing up blood, mucus, suffering from such as Consort Camilla. The Roman sister-in-law fears she does not have much time left. Oh well. Look upon my armies and despair. Emissary from the Scythians appears before your court, a mixture of fear and desperation on his Almighty One. He begins, "You have seen blood and fire in your future. If we stand against you, tell us what in your favor." King Romulus is terrified. Force them into alliance that we may begin making a plan to sell their land. Force them to pay tributes. Yeah, we are 15 for 40 years. They may continue to exist. They provide food. That's not a problem. Stone. Continued peace must be purchased with regular supplies of wood. With the iron. Here we go. Excuse me. Kill. Scythians out there getting beat the shit out by the Egyptians. I need more units. Control population of 10. We're getting close. Got more. The farm all the way up here. All right. Well, reason to object. Guess what? Put a granary here. Maximize it. Be working. Yeah, that probably would. In nets to get crabs. They a luxury resource? Who knows? No governor. Who do I have? The younger. Yeah, give it to the old. What else is there? I barely have any units. You're healing. I have enough for any. Making extra money now. Council. Council was finished? What? Oh, it's just starting on workers. What is it? That can't be real. That's a glitch or something. 9 coins after that. X. Idle leader. Ally troops. Sure. I need metaphysics before I can do Empires has state religion. I can't convert to the religion though. Oh, it is Roman pagan. He is a Roman pagan as well. About his brother. Weird. Wow. There's really nothing for me to do. I need more units. Right now I'm just holding. Trapezus. Trabsis. Are you kidding me? The one on the other side of yeah. Not Corinth, not Thebes. Not anything else. Duchess Consort Camilla the Rome. Alright. My sister-in-law is dead. Well, intercession mission on Matriarch Calpurnia the Builder to Prince Faustus the Bitter has led to an event. Realizing she's severely ill, Governor Ilia the Romantic, your mother, Governor of Roma, has been contemplating her place in the afterlife. Faustus the Bitter, your son, is now head of Julius. Matriarch Calpurnia the Builder has sent word that she has managed to persuade Prince Faustus the Bitter the quality of your character, though extolling your piety. True or not, a gift of writing or prayers would dedication to the gods and willing to go the extra distance to impress Prince Faustus the Bitter. I'm not pious, so I can't. Have your scribes write him a treatise. Pay for dedications to the gods. Geared in money versus civic. Have scribes write him a treaty. Alright, so that completely got rid of now, can you make my wife fucking like me? Sure, let's do that since I have unit scene, Carthaginian warrior. Alright. Stand by. What do you guys think you're doing? Are you gonna try and march down here and attack me? Because if Greek, let's see if I can actually shore up relations with Greeks. Foreign marriage. Okay. So, I gotta remember that next time. Send goods. Gift food. Gifted goods. The noble hostage. Oh, they just hate us 40 points already for being close. Better to keep them on side, make them like us. Politics study. Now that Prince Faustus the Bitter has completed his study of politics, how shall he contribute? What is the role best? Scholar. Can serve as governor or spy master. Governor unlocks ink. As leader can draw tax. Is active with leader mission, tutor child as leader. At a trustworthy, charismatic growth. Or as an ambassador, but that position. I'm gonna go with diplomat. Still doing the intercession thing. Requires diplomat leader, requires peace and national peace, requires an ambassador, nation, seal tack, in Romulus leaves. Missions are active, rally troops. Alright, so I guess I have to do that. Probably should have just made him governor. Oh, she's nearly dead. Not dead yet. So moving up. Oh, and free worker. What did I build there? Shrine of Ceres. Versus a barracks, which I need 50 stone for. Spawn point for 4 years. Spawn point for units enables apprentice officer 20%. I probably should be building up my. There's a Shrine of Ceres even. +2 civilization development a year. I forget what. Culture. Yeah. No, I probably should be working. Oh, it clicked it and did it. All right. Healed you up. Promote at 2. Danger. Freeze. Fears versus. Warrior promotion fears. Your reputation terrifying enthusiastically. Picture are taken to adorning their armor and faced with crude paintings of horrific demons and beasts. The infamous unit have asked for your blessings to be territory. Go forth. Highlander plus from Hill. Warrior plus sure. Got some hills out here. General Mamerkix. I got lost in my head for 5. Done interceding. Oh no. Still one more. Yeah, let's try and like get Greek on side once he's 2 years. Gotta remember this. Oh shit. We got a lot of these guys. Oracle completed by Egypt. Figure out. I have not done any wonders. Why are these guys like so fast to build? I swear, like I can't pump out enough guys out of my places. Died in office. Right. Level Duke Titus has been drawing a stubbornly. The young royals tutor says that he is shaping to be a fine commander, although they are worried that he is making choices primarily to rebel. Titus is stupid. Take the student to task, becomes bitter, this becomes commander, from his general or ambassador. If this is what he wants to be, so be it. Alright, well, seems to be the most beneficial option. Rumor suggests Queen Consort Plate has been asking questions and probing into your personal affairs. We should put any false gossip to rest as soon as possible, lest our rivals seek to profit from them. So we do. Queen Consort, suspicious Kiran. Put her suspicious. Throw a bunch of money at her. Lead her astray with false information. Deceitful. Will not play along with Queen Consort Platia. Fine, I'll do that. Alright. Oh no. We're going exploring. Seeing a bunch of units out here. So they just got nomad swarm. Who? From the Scythians? Wonder. Take chosen heir. I can't have him marry yet because marriage. Just waiting to react at this. Going on sentry, dude. Move things. Another warrior coming out online. Probably should build some roads. I am out of wood. I just blew all my money. I've got to make 139. Yeah. There, just to have some sort of buff. Population 3, population 1. I can appoint a governor. Prince Faustus the diplomat. Yeah, who's making that? If I ever unlock ambassador, requires commander orator, requires aristocracy. Yeah, so working on administration next time. Granary. Turbocharge food production. The ranking, 7 victory. I'm really below. Choose them, I choose them at work. Resource shortfall. Took care of that. Alright, so they're out here. Scythians are suffering. Who's influencing her? What did I just do? Did I delay the time that he could do something? Alright, whatever. Order is all I have. Gun construction of the ziggurat. Why are you guys all going up this way? Reports of a tribal raid Gallic Arab coast near intercession mission of Prince Faustus, the diplomat of Queen Consort Platia, has led to an event. Duke agreements your brothers reflect on recent events using his +1 wisdom. What do I even do with him? Mission result intercession event. Prince Faustus, the diplomat, comes to you after a particularly hectic day, his face painted with pain and sorrow. I'm sorry, my king, but I have not been able to speak with Queen Consort Platia on your behalf as you wished. Receive news that one of my dearest friends has taken his life. Faustus takes a ragged breath. We grew up together. I know I have no right to ask this of you, but I must leave for. Of course, you'll go with his go be with his family. You may not leave. I do not care that someone has. Enact tyranny. All right, fine. Take the L there. Do I have the technology for Oak Wheel yet? Oak Wheel. Can't get that's not how far this attack. They can come up and kill my worker. Honestly. Stand on top of them. Alright, try and go get a marriage with us. See if that happens. 7 orders. Deus the Drum. Governor. Have a general. Duke Titus, age 18. Why does he look so fat? So much better. -5 defense. And promoting use cheaper. Combat guard. Can I change laws? Epics versus exploration. Scouts move on water. Epics. 10 per unit. Freedom. Plus 20% population. 5%. Okay. Let's see. Study is complete. Duke Titus the Equestrian has returned from his. Like to retain a tutor. How to spread knowledge to others. How to turn inward self-discovery. +1 charisma. Why are they amassing forces this way? They're going to try and go around and attack this way. Perhaps that is the goal. I have ordered. Go up there and just fuck that. Got another warrior coming online. Probably should promote. Oh, hey, I forgot about you. Oh, I'm out of order, so. Alright, we're going in for it. Government administration. Calpurnia the Builder successfully converted Duke Remus to religion recruiters. Realizing that she's severely ill, Duke Remus, your brother, has been contemplating the place in the afternoon. A lot of cheating younger. Marriage proposal from Greece has arrived for your prince, Faustus the Gamer Judge. Best option. 4. Let's a 6. Go to Bernice the Judge. Oh wow, I slayed them. Hot diggity dog. Get up there and hold that top. Take an attack. You have the high ground. Alright, well that went. Oh. Go that way and go wide. Can I reach out to the Vandals? I need 2 orders to attempt that. Not sure I want to. Wish I just had a diplomat. Labor force, navigation, and fail. Democracy. Rhetoric. What's labor? I'm gonna get labor. Can add row. Slavery versus freedom. Fox theology revolution. I'm gonna hold off on labor force because I need an ambassador. So if I can get the Carthaginian fighting on. Oh, can't move him. Oh. Joyous wedding. Faustus marries Bernice. That is a particularly revealing dress. Looks like the dress from what Padme was wearing in, you know, I Hate Sand scene with that much exposed back. Princess Carner's Bernice. Berenike, probably as pronounced in. Brings the nation great show. How should we say? Keep a small affair. Prince Faustus, global +1. I'm forgetting what these are. Discipline. All families +20 opinion. Decree feast throughout the capital. It doesn't cost me anything? Alright. Oh, and the builder doesn't get. Oh well. We're under attack, so we have to ration things. This guy's out here. I need an order for that. And turn. Alright, pulling away. That did not work out the way they. Oh no, my brother Remus has died, but not by my hand. Queen consort Plati, your wife, is fading in and out of consciousness ill with her life early. Process diplomat, your son has recently proven his good sense and insight has gained +1. Poetic petition. King Perseus the New of Greece has sent a messenger bearing an exceptionally long scroll which he perceived aloud. Waxes poetic in some places, philosophical in others, and moves over several members of the court to tears with their sheer of its prose. But the gist of the message is that Greece is in need of aid and wishes us to send them some. King Perseus of Greece, can we provide political favor? We can provide political favor. Sadly, we are in no position. Then Greece, 106. Alright, fine. I have a bunch of that stuff. I'm gonna actually just have him. What a farm. Whose farm would that even be? Remember to move these. That's it. Move you one. Move him two just to get safe room. Alright, everyone back to your territory. Combat, focus, bullet, strike. General, Titus. No, everyone's taken. I added myself as general. Oh, no, wait. I didn't want to do that. Who did marry? Would Titus? Oh, Titus is going to get himself a nice bride. What do I do with you? Arm over here too? So honestly, when either of them finishes, I'll have achieved this control 6 farm. Plus 10 legitimacy. So that'll help with population. Even affects population. 8 base, 2 plus connected, plus 2 nets, plus 2 farm. I only have like 1 farm in all of Rome. That's kind of actually sad and pathetic. Please, governor. Wife. Convert to state religion. Requires metaphysics, requires state religion. Require King Ramesses follow state religion. Can't convert to Roman paganism. I'm out of order. Alright. News arrives, and Carthage, that Queen Dido the Strong of Carthage is dead. A new ruler, King Hishmat, the new of Carthage, has taken the throne. Their opinion of you is now angry. Alright. Queen Consort Plata, your wife, has died. Oh, my wife has died. Oh well. New marriage proposal from the Vandals has arrived. Your son Duke arrived for your son Duke Titus the Equestrian. 21, and she's ring the bells. All right, sure. This doesn't put us in a immediate conflict with. This isn't going to drag us into a war down, but it might be nice. Burn Carthage to the ground. And there's just like a lot of dead space out there. Those particular cities. Looks like Carthage wants to hold that state. Maybe I should go out there and challenge them. If I had skip. I can't just straight up buy a troop from them. That would be really nice. Because I'm wondering, where are they getting these nomad skirmish? Alright, go. Prophecy. Something in the newly discovered ruins has spooked our scouts, and they request that you visit the site at once. The report accompanies you to the Weather Temple, where a series of ancient etchings seem to depict you, King Romulus the Explorer. Bullshit. Alright, whatever. Court scholars attempt to downplay the similarities as coincidence, but the resemblance is a sign that I have been chosen. Righteous, divine, super. Perhaps it is a distant ancestor becomes blessed, inspiring curse next. It's a coincidence, nothing more. I knew this would be here. I have denying powers. Plus 2 legitimacy becomes deceitful. Okay, deceitful. Sign that I have been chosen. Righteous, divine, or super. Brave, ruthless, blessed, inspiring, or curse. I have been chosen. I'm gonna go with distant ancestor. Alright, I expended a lot to get him out of here, but ASAP. Really close to enemy. You can just sulk there. Healing in time. You, I probably should like. Not have enough to. Stand by for now. Bye for now. We're on sentry, dude. We're also on sentry, dude. What else can I do? Marriage. Family marriage. Who doesn't like us the most? No! Fuck. Can I undo that? Oh, I can undo actions. Family marriage. Claudius. The Claudii. For what years left I still have to live. I'm 54, so I'm really pushing it in the ancient world. They could get over. They could possibly get over. All right, out of orders. Let's go. Reports of a Gallic raid from a Gallic outpost near Ravenna. Zoroastrian founded in Uruk, like Babylonia. Your mind keeps on easily returning to those ancient undiscovered etchings that seem to predict bloodline. As time passes, unease turns to unhappy conviction, and fate has been seen fit that you be cursed. Nobody knows whether these curses are real, but misfortune some people attract to whatever comes next will likely not be pleasant. Damn it! Damn it! Trying to make sure, I'm checking over and make sure that my eyes are actually. The new marriage proposal from the Claudia has arrived for you, King. What are your options? They're both 30 years old. Hags are in demand. Back to the. Let's see here. Atia the Younger. Yeah, for a 50-year-old. An entourage of grim ambassadors arrive from Egypt. They bring a message from their ruler, Hatshepsut. She demands we declare war against their enemy, the Scythians. No. They're giving me... I don't know why they're afraid of me, but you get back inside. Post-century. I want to go wide and oh fuck. Run. Got away from that. A tribal raid from the Gallic outpost near Ravenna. What does that mean? Tribal raid. Raids originate from tribal sites and have exceeded their unit capacity. Some of this tribe's use raiders who set out to attack a nearby city that is either at war or on truce with that tribe. Higher difficulty levels raids may originate from distant land here at the. Interesting, that's a nice thing. So if these places get overpopulated, units, they go out attacking. Yeah, you come crashing out here. Can't harvest. If I can't that then I want him to start I want him to go up embrace you. I want him to tell me about all the land. That's all I got. Fortified position. Alright. They're coming up. They're coming up for my ass. Build a farm. Probably the most sensible thing. What am I lacking? 20 wood. Got it. Build a barley farm. I haven't had barley ever. This would be like, you know, standard rule. Nowadays, it's like hippy dippy people. I expend everything. Out is. Yeah. Yeah. Perch up there and yeah, I'll just attack them. Who else is there? Maybe he might need some. Go down there. Boats. Yes, you can. So, a slinger on the way. Units I have, but I should have use some of my ambition. Even if I croak, Faustus takes over. So, Duke Numerius the Bold, your nephew, has married Duchess Consort Marcia. This is the woman I didn't marry. Who am I married to? Queen Consort Atia Younger. Or she was the convert religion. I need to. I don't think it's the most. Not at a severe lack of unity. In here. Yeah, scurry away. Oh, hello. Judaism founded in Kisura. Man, Duke Numerius the Bold is converted to Roman paganism. Prince Faustus Urbiter and Princess Consort Benicia have given birth to a daughter, Antonia. News arrives from Egypt. Queen Hatshepsut is a new rule is dead. A new king, Djoser. Egypt. Their opinion with you is upset. General focus on coup. General is feeling ill. Complete an ambition and control 6 farms. Yes, plus 10 legitimacy. Small circular tiles lie scattered across the board. To many, the positioning would seem random, but to your strategic mind, they paint a picture of soldiers and kings caught in the ebb and flow of power. It is time for your next move. But careful, though. But careful thought is needed first. Action must be sharp, decisive, with a clear objective in mind. There is no taking back a decision. Will the truth with Egypt last? Will the Carthaginians make their move? Whatever happens, you know that you must be 3 steps ahead. You pick up the tile. King Romulus the tactician. Victory will be won through strategies we haven't even imagined yet. Discover 6 technologies. That's not going to happen by time. That's scientific progress is really slow. Add 2 courtiers. Oh, add 60. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, we're about to like suffer an attack here. Everyone form up. You can promote Warden from Urban. Plus 25 to you from Urban. Honesty, let's swap out since oh, he's stuck like that, but I guess I'll have Mr. Warden there holding the territory there. You yeah, stay back and make a camp. 4 orders. You're not getting back, so there's no point in the slinger down south. Yeah. Time of national mobilization. And who didn't have turns? You build a camp. You move slightly this way. Just give them a wide berth. Slinger moves south. Slightly. Worker. Build a granary. Build a quarry. Yeah, build a granary. Control cell. Some was probably lost in the inefficiency there. Got a big buffer of. Alright, so now there's raiders coming down from here. Oh. Alright, well, the Carthaginians are off and now the Gauls are becoming a problem. So now we have justification for going to wipe them out because they keep on overbreeding and then making it our problem. Alright, out of turns. My unit all the way to the north. Have anything to do. Now we're at plus 12. Population control 10 population. Getting there. How's Roma? So oh, settler is growth is stalled because of the settler. Right. What about Ravenna? 7 years. 11 years. This is despite all the food here. This is landowners plus 1 farmer. I need to build lots of farmers is what. Oh, and they're producing a warrior? Shit. Yeah, we need lots of farmers out here. Yes. That's a good lineup for now. All right, let us weather the onslaughts of the Gauls. Oh, I clicked it. Damn it. Embarrassing. Oh shit, they're coming from the north. Yeah, you get up there and just hold firm. Yeah, you hold up there, hide. Got a settler moving. Where are they gonna try and settle? Where the honey is at. Actually, I'm gonna move you back. Move back. Go over here. Alright, you're there to fortify. Man, I could throw it one more time, but I probably should give it to Strike. Tracker. +3 vision, +3 reveal. Amphibious across the river. Bloodthirsty. I don't know why I picked that one of all. So we've gone around Carthage. We could always raid their fishing fleets just to be a dick, but let's not. Oh, they got a wheat field, and what even is this thing? like some sort of pagoda of sorts. All right, now Greece is operating this spot, and looks like they're gonna take it. I have my own little reservations out here, and the Gauls will also go away at some point. I got aristocracy next turn, so I can have a I don't know, make Faustus my diplomat or ambassador. Then I can do labor force, I guess. What else can I move around? Slinger out. Okay, end year. Hopefully this staves off whatever the dumbass move the Carthaginians are making. Alright, immediately attack my poor ass little militias. Are you kidding me? Wow! We are getting absolutely flooded right now. Discovered aristocracy. Egypt now has truth to the Scythians. Duke Titus the Equestrian, your son, has converted to paganism. Very good. General Marcus the Uncouth is thankfully feeling much better now. First Faustus to you. The bitter gives you his basic desires more often lately. He has lost one. Gives into his basic desires. He's lost -1 discipline. Damn it, boy. What's this? Research steel. Spoked wheel. Forestry. Yeah, let me go for that. Since I can't get a nicer one. I'm pretty good on a quarry. Nah, I think I only got one quarry. Let me round that up. Hold back over there. Okay. As home play. What is this? Strike. Highlander. Attack from a hill. Alright, get fucked, buddy. And that's about all I can get. Sure, promote shield bearer versus ranged units, strike, steadfast versus tribal unit. Yes. All right. What else is there? Entry. Oh, yeah, Halicarnassus. I was in Anatolia, and we were getting encroached on. I haven't been doing much expansion as. Refugee outlaws. Danes contest. An escaped prisoner of the Danes has reached Barium with a band of bounty hunters close behind. The Danes demand that we return these outlaws. So that they may face justice. How we respond. Welcome like family. We will stay. They will stay, but they will work. His war +1 citizen in Barium. Oh, I don't even get a courtier out of this. Deglane's school worth 30 in Barium +1 citizen. Well, I'll take that. Now skedaddle over here. Discovered Maharlu Lake. Interesting. Why are you guys perched right here? Make ambassador. I need 2 orders. I only got 1. What is there to do? Alright. Oh, out of orders. Turn. Well, the Danes are getting their shit pushed in by the Egyptian anyways, so... Oh, is that what they have in waiting there? Why are you going after my petty little militia? What is wrong with you? Ziggurat completed in Egypt. The Danes have been eliminated. Carthage is now at war with the Gauls. Oh, interesting. I mean, I guess that was the logical thing for them to do at this point. Guard, defense, focus, heckler, general horsebane. Might be a good investment. Stand by for now. Get rid of them. Go over there. Just heal. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Let's head in coastwise. Do coastal tramping. So, why are they fortifying up there? I kind of want to take out this unit. Just like bothering me. But they're fortifying. Right now. Settler in 1 year and off a second. Maybe I should just bum rush the site. Alright. Stand by. Fortifying position. Oh, that took up. Alright. Nothing else can do. Get attacked. Brought. 10 year. Did that fortify do anything to them? Debt of Science. A messenger arrives from King Perseus, a new Greece, carried by a collection of regally dressed, learned men and women. Perseus offers a gift of technology to clear the debt that is owed, offering the accompanying scholar to teach us the Greek discoveries. Will you accept this proposal? Let us make this equal trade between us, Greece. Requires labor force. Greece requires aristocracy. Oh, I wanted that one anyway. Plus 40. Accept repayments. Requires labor force. Go hide over here for a second and next turn. Oh, wait. Oh, harvest marble while you can. Actually, I'm gonna have you go all the way up here. I don't trust them. Oh, wait, this is the Highlander guy. Shit. Oh, wait. Alright, who's my bloodthirsty motherfucker? Take him out. Man, I'm getting up to plus 16 now. Jesus. Well, they've all moved out now, so I don't know. Move into the city. Yeah, hide there. Man, we went through everything. Fuck. I had to do a lot of maneuvering that turn. Oh well. I still have not made it my fucking ambassador yet. So I need to remember to do that. Slavery versus freedom. More output versus plus 20% population growth. Vassalage. No extra unit consumption when outside borders. Plus 2. I'm not near much marsh, so I'm gonna go with vassalage. Nobody even likes that one. Finder. Make. Faustus. Ambassador. Go. Alright, out of order, so next turn. Okay. They watched our movements. Alright, arrives at Gento the Vandal is dead. Queen Sunilda. Oh, she looks nice. Gento now leads the Vandals. Matriarch Calpurnia the Builder is severely ill, suffering from high fever and constant shaking. With a mild fever and runny nose, Governor Marius Abaram is rather ill. I am no longer ill. I didn't even notice when I got ill. Something went wrong with my stream on my iPad. Everything. Uh-oh. Your stream go down or something? Nope. It's alive. Now knows Romulus the Old plus 40 legitimacy. Complete ambition control 10 population plus 10 legitimacy. Damn. Ambition control pod 10 population. Fabius family is pleased with the rate of the nation's expansion. In fact, see a labor surplus that could be put to better use. They want weapons in those idle hands. Fabii are calling for the adoption of a professional military. Conscript peasants as full-time soldiers, train and equip them at the expense of the state. And send them off for a lifetime of training in battle. The age of militia is over. Feels too early for that. Fabius are champions, are hunters or raiders. Alright. Plus 20 opinion of vassalage. Professional soldiers will be high priority. View of professional army. Requires manner. Wish to avoid other nations as much as possible. Autarky, professional army of... Oh. We have vassalage, so... You must not interfere with our steady growth. Alright. I like how they can just go out to sea like that. Found City, let's see. So this is the Fabians, the Julians. Who else is there? Statesman. Missing luxuries. Huh. Crown Patriot family, so the Taurus Mountains. What about the Apennine Mountains? Keep it Italian. Yeah, like that. Yeah, put out a worker. First thing. And, I don't know, Falls Festival. Just heal, bro. You know what? I'm gonna have him go around like this. Alright, oh man, the Scythians are really, they're really dense out here. So it wasn't just, actually no, I was mistaken. There's a lot less out here. Oh, look. They have, elite marauder. I guess they picked up from the Vandals. Oh wait. Customer reminder. Just a reminder, make Faustus ambassador. Alright. Make ambassador. Will no longer govern Roma. Oh, I need civics for that. Fuck. Well, it's more to spend on orders elsewhere. What's that? Build garrison. I do need a bunch of stone for that, but whatever. Oh. Picked it. Who else is the idle worker? Yeah, pasture. Get horses. Events. Dreams of the dead. You awaken rather disturbed from a vivid dream of your dead mother. She was berating your failure to emulate her virtue. Interesting. So I was wondering if like this painting was completely disconnected from what the text is reading. But no. I dreamed of being berated by her as a child. I vowed to do better. Becomes warlike. The dead should not bother the living. Fine, I'll get the trait warlike. Fine, up that way. I moved you a bit. Get back to exploring, shall we? Yep. All right. Man, I'm at 81, and King Romulus the Old. That's like doing a lot to hold me up right now. Ambition's finished. Governor of Roma. So much land to cultivate. I am reserving these two places. They are going to become wood mills. Same like out over here. Oh, I'm out of orders. What next? God damn, my poor fucking militia. Matriarch Calpurnia the Builder has died. Matriarch Supplica the Younger is now head of Roman paganism. Okay. Oh, change of head of religion. Paranoid. Our spies received a personal message addressed to you from Gozer, ruler of Egypt. It is a paranoid rant and litany of accusations and falsehoods. Apparently he is convinced that you are plotting against him. You may wish to ease tensions, perhaps extend an olive branch to them. Tell him we have no qualm with Egypt. I'm suspicious of Romulus. Send him with gifts from Rome. Endeared, scold him for making ridiculous accusations. Vengeful, gift him with laborers who are diseased. Require, becomes influenced by King Romulus. Really? What the heck? Gains diseased citizens. So convert it. So actually do that. Tell him we have no qualm with him. Fine, leave him at suspicious. Alright, let's not actively piss him off like that. I was gonna make this place into like martial area, so actually yeah, let's build a training ground. Yeah, die. Alright, Steadfast Warden. Wow, I can just go like that? Are you kidding me? Bloodthirsty. Oh. Alright, I got 5 orders left. Why can't I make him ambassador? No longer go. I need 100 of this shit. Never mind. Go. Do coastal tramping. Oh, look up. They took that territory right in the middle of all this Greek territory. Oh, where are you? God, this fucking forest is like fucking old as hell. Jesus. There's like massive as all hell. All right, head down this way. I don't know if I can this way. Man, Greece has been very good at his expanding. I need to expand more myself. There's the Gauls down there, so once this is over, and I don't know, can I make... Try and make peace with Carthage. National truce requires an ambassador. We need to wait a few turns to see if that happens. If I can make an ambassador. Yeah, go and hit me all you want. It's not going to help anything. Up. We're a little bit undefended now. Oh, great. Now they're going to attack down there. So I'm going to upgrade Pathfinder. Becomes Pathfinder. Governor camps and nets out strength. Upgrade Naturalist. More mills and pastures. Cultivator. Farms and groves. Cultivator. Alright. Stand here. This is the Highlander guy. Move up there. You're the warden guy. Have you in the city? Stand by over here. We almost done yet? I'm gonna go up and attack them, aren't they? Down here. Same with you. Alright, that was a giant turn of mobilization, because... What's his face? Carthage is inbound. A horde of troops. I must concentrate my forces. Oh god, oh my god, the fucking Gauls. They're ravenous. Pull up a warrior to defend us. I have now apparently overextended myself over here. So, right. End year. God, and now my slinger's right up there and getting its ass beaten. And there goes the slinger. Greece is now at war with the Scythian. Man, everyone hates the Scythians. Pause and hostilities. Our enemies, the Carthaginians, are willing to declare a truce if we will join their war against the Gauls. Yes, let's unite against a common foe. You know what? Sure. Get them off my back. So, we're at truce, but looks like I got a whole nother shit show to deal with, so You the Highland? No, you're the Warden. I want you guarding this town immediately. You're the Highlander. So, actually, wait. Damage. The guy who, likes sucking blood, so. You're the Highlander, and that would be useful down over here as well. So, you move out here as well. I like how we can just, like, move across seas like that. Kind of bullshit in my opinion. You can take your time. You, here as well. Not have enough for... Right. Landmark discover the Lyris River. Alright. Round we go, this entire continent. This really is unsettled wildland. I need to clear out this area first before I... Arian. Do a festival first anything. Fusion area requires Citadel. And another Slinger. There, like that. Hopefully, Carthage does not attack me out of nowhere. Now that we have this truce. Blanked out there for a second. Matriarch Supplicia the Younger has fallen ill. Alara Claudia Barham is ill and she is fully recovered. You have recovered from the malaise and no longer ill. I keep on not noticing when I get sick. Babylonia contacted. Oh, they have crossed the ocean to contact us. We have encountered people from the realm of Babylonia, and they are led by King Marduk Nadin Ahi, the new of Babylonia, known as an orator. How shall we approach the Babylonians? Show the goodwill. Sure, I have some money. Maintain the initial truce. Sure, let's keep them on. Let's have better relations to get started with. God, it is just like dense ass forest out here. Alright, there's the northern extent to Egyptian territory. Man, they really expanded out here. I'm the weird one. I'm the odd one out here. I need to start building roads with all these places. Die. Leave it at that. Wait, can I even get through here? I have to go around. Anything, I need my ship to guard us. Huh. Anything, I need you back all the way over here. Wow, that's going to take a while to get him all the way back over there. I don't have... So, the mountains completely actually... I didn't realize this, but the mountain completely blocks off. I need a warrior that can actually go to the bumpy back of the road. But I didn't realize how, I didn't realize how absolutely cut off from the bottom peninsula this. Interesting. 11 o'clock. All right. Well, new objective chart started. Get rid of the Gauls. And we're making a move to that. It's about 11, so I want to eat one last meal for the evening because all I had was the Five Guys. I probably should actually break out the soup that I have. Maybe make some pasta. That or go out and get a fucking pizza from a pig. Though I don't think there's gonna be a pizza place that's open. Yeah, I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours, so I'll call it for a night. Back to Dark Souls. Hopefully, if nothing goes wrong. So, quick save and call it.